Nashville, Tennessee. And, couple, all right. Some people. And I'm married, and me and my wife were in Nashville last summer, and we went out on the lake with some of our friends, and we were floating around in the water, and there was a guy in a boat, like right next to us, and my wife was like, oh, that's my ex-boyfriend in that boat. I didn't know who he was. She didn't have to say anything at all. She was just basically like, are you having fun? Because I would like to put a stop to that and make you stare at this guy the rest of the day. So I'm staring at him, and then I look at her, and she's staring at him, and I feel like she's staring at him to see what her life would be like if she didn't marry me. So I started staring at him because I was like, I'm gonna see what my life would be like if I didn't marry her, you know? We were both putting so much pressure on this guy, and we have a daughter. We have a 3-year-old daughter, and we took her to Disney World, and I made the mistake of like telling my friends. They were just like, I don't know why you're taking her, you know, just wasting money. She's not gonna remember it. And it's like, it's exciting. Like she believes in Minnie Mouse. Like it's fun to see her get excited. Like, what should I do? Should I just lock her in a closet and be like, do you remember yesterday? No? Well, until you start remembering things, I'm not gonna waste any of my money on you, you know? I love coming here to Montreal. I've been here a few times. Last time I was here, had a bit of a too much of a good time. Is that how you should say it? I was staying here at the hotel, got super drunk, and locked myself out of my hotel room completely naked. And I remember getting all the way out, and then I hear the door shut, which is the most sobering noise I've ever heard in my entire life. So I'm standing there, I'm like, what are you gonna do? And I was like on the 7th floor, and I was like, oh, there's a window. I'll just jump out of that, you know? That's easier than talking to my wife about this. But then I looked to the left, and there was a cleaning lady, and she's just staring at me. And I'm just like, what are you doing here? And you know why she's there? Because it's like 11 a.m. That's why she's there. That's how far in the day it was. And I looked at her just like, you know, what are you gonna do? Like, this happens to the best of us, right? And she was like, it's never happened before. And I don't even have, like, the worst, I don't have like a body either that's like, you're welcome. You know what I mean? Like I did her a favor. I was like, come on, it's your lucky day, all right? Take it in. I do nothing to try to lose weight. I'm just kind of riding it out, seeing here's where we're at right now. What I've started doing, though, is I tell people I used to weigh 300 pounds because, yeah, I'm a pretty dumb guy. Just, I don't think it's pretty obvious. And it's, I think, I've thought about like time travel. Like if I went back in time, knowing everything I know now, I don't think I would make a difference. I don't think you would even hear about it. If I went back to the 20s and I like saw some guy on like an old phone, I would be like, hey, eventually they have phones you just carry in your pocket. And he'd be like, yeah, how do they do it? It's like, you know, I mean, I don't know. I don't know how they're doing it. It's like a satellite or something. And they'd be like, what's a satellite? Well, I shouldn't have even brought that up then. It's like a round metal dish or something that's got to go pretty high in the air. I honestly don't think I could prove I'm from the future. I mean, they would want some proof, you know? Who's the next president? Oh, boy. Thank you guys so much. This is what marriage feels like, what it feels like in here right now. Just one person talking, and the other's like, I'm gonna get out of here. I always get home late doing comedy, and my wife will be asleep, so I'll go in, I fix something to eat, I watch TV. I'll be home for like an hour, and I'll just hear her from the bedroom. She'll be like, Nate, is that you? It's like, you better hope to God it's me. You have let some murderer get quite comfortable in this house. He's eating, you know? And I don't have a gun. We don't have a gun to protect us if someone broke into our house. I have a pocket knife. That's what I have. It's gonna do nothing. I don't know even how to use this knife in the middle of the day, much less I'm gonna wake up out of a dead sleep and have some kind of knife skill I've never had before. So what me and my wife do, we sleep strategically in our bed to like prepare for an attack, you know? So like I'm here, like she's closest to the door, but I don't know. It's fine. Look, she doesn't even know there's a strategy. So it's the plan is like the guy would come in, right, and she's gonna lunge at him. She'll lunge, and she'll probably be like, it felt like I got pushed, and be like, well, you don't know what lunging means. And she'll lunge. She'll put up a good fight, you know. At least a good enough fight that I can be practicing with my knife on my side. That's all I want. Good at marriage. We're just not prepared for marriage. Women, you are very prepared. Like, look at all the toys you played with. Like, when you're a kid, when you're a baby and you're born, they give you a baby doll. So they give you a baby when you're a baby. They're like, look, I would probably start figuring this out. This is where it's going. And then they give you Barbie and Ken, so you have to deal with all that drama that they have. Then women would play house. They would just play house. They would fake vacuum. When I see my wife vacuum now, I'm like, she is living her childhood dream. She has made it. Hey, you can't compete. Because as a guy, we didn't have any of that. We played Fort. We had to keep everybody out of where we are. And the only toys we had were Transformers and Ninja Turtles. Those are not even real things. None of them had wives. They weren't married. I never played with my Ninja Turtles, and I had them going to fight Shredder. And then Michelangelo was like, hey, can y'all give me 2 seconds? I don't know, my wife just showed up. I don't know how she found us, but she looks furious about something. I don't know, dude. I don't know. And then she comes over and she's like, what are y'all doing? Who's this April chick? It's like, listen, she's a reporter. How about you not read into stuff, all right? How about you not check my Facebook? Is that possible? I got in trouble because for my wife's birthday, I bought her an oven for her birthday. Yeah. Listen, here's why. Because like the vacuum, her other favorite toy as a kid was the Easy Bake Oven. So I was like, all right, I'll get her a legitimate big girl oven. An adult oven, like that's not impressive. If she bought me a truck and it turned into a live robot, I would freak out and be like, this is the greatest gift I have ever had in my life. This is the best. I still play with the kid stuff. I play a lot of video games, and the thing with the video games, they're a lot different than when I played when I was younger. Because like I'll play Madden football, and when you used to play Madden as a kid, you would just pick your favorite team. That was it. There wasn't that much to it. But now when you play, they have you running the whole stadium when you play. So before you start, they're like, all right, how much do you want to charge for hamburgers? And you're like, I don't even know how much a fake hamburger would go for. I didn't know we were getting this serious about the game. I didn't go to college. That's why I'm playing your game. And they give the players emotions. The players will argue with you. I'll use the Titans. I'll use Vince Young. And they're like, hey, Vince is not happy with his contract. Like, all right, well, tell Vincent that he is not real. And I will reset this and start over if he does not clean up his attitude. I don't need him yelling at me. My wife is furious I'm playing this game. I don't need him bitching at me too. That's why I play this. I didn't go to church growing up. I grew up in Tennessee, and we went to church. I actually tried to play basketball for my high school team, but I got cut. So I had to play for my church because the church cannot cut you. They have to let you play. They could cut you. You'd be pretty bad if they're like, look, we think you're good, but Jesus does not think you're that good. He is our captain. So, church ball was a lot different because we played half court, no three-point line. We played on carpet. That's your first sign. It's not going to count. And they didn't even give us a basketball. We didn't have a basketball. We would just stand there and play on honesty. You'd be like, I just made it. It was like, oh, that's a good shot. You're really good. I stole it. I forgive you for stealing it. It was moral points. It counts later. Are y'all gonna go watch the Nathan's hot dog eating contest? Did everybody get their tickets for that? It's exciting. I think it's free anyway, but I remember the first time I saw the hot dog eating contest. The first time I saw it, you would see a lot of skinny people, and then they would show like a huge fat guy. So I was like, all right, obviously he's gonna win. He probably ate on the way here. But he does not win. Kobayashi or Joey Chestnut, two very in-shape guys. So that means fat people are not even good at what they're good at. Who would have thought? Huh? Who would have? I'm married, and that is whatever, but you do it. You know what marriage is like? Marriage is like, you ever go to a concert and you see a mosh pit, and you're like, you know what, I'm gonna go get in that mosh pit. But then once you get in it, you're like, I do not want to be in this mosh pit. At all. I am gonna leave and go get some beer, then the mosh pit's like, hey, you drank last night. You're like, all right, mosh pit, why don't you get off my back and let me live my life.